All right, here I've got a timeline set up in Animate, and I've gone ahead and I've drawn in some little arcs here that show us where the equal spacing is, and that's going to help us make decisions about where we're going to place our in-betweens. So right here, I've got a triangle, and I've got that on frame 1, so that's going to be my key pose here, frame 1. I'm going to move over to frame 21, and I'm going to hit F7 to insert a new frame. And here I'm going to draw a trapezoid. Okay, now if I switch back and forth, I can see the two. It looks close enough in terms of volume for me here. All right, now at frame 11, I want a breakdown. And if I don't define anything, then that breakdown would be sort of the halfway point between these two shapes. But I do want to define a shape. So I'm going to move my playhead to frame 11, right there on frame 11. And then I'll hit function F7 or F7, just sorry, I'm on a laptop, so I have to hit function. But we'll hit F7 and we'll drop in a new empty frame. And I want to turn on my onion skin so that I can see the previous and the next frame. And I want to make a little neutral frame here, a little neutral shape on this middle frame. And I'm just going to make like a small little circle. And so what this indicates is that I want the triangle to go to the circle and then to pop out into the trapezoid. And we can see that reflected here on the timeline. So I've got my triangle keyframe, frame 1, frame 11, I've got my breakdown, and frame 21, I've got my stop or end pose. And just note that most of the time your keyframes will be denoted with a circle and the breakdown with an underlined shape there. So now because we have an ease on both sides, it doesn't really matter where we start. But what we want to look for is where is the halfway point between the two drawings that we have. So if we come back here, we can see on the chart that I've got the two orange arcs show me that these are equal spacing in the timeline. So I can see that the halfway drawing between frames 1 and 11 is going to be frame 9. And again, I'm making sure that my onion skin is showing me that frame, the previous frame and the new one. So I'm going to put my cursor at frame 9, and I'm going to hit F7 to create a new frame. Now I'm seeing the onion skin previous frame and the next frame. So now I'm looking to draw a shape that's between these two shapes. And so that's going to be a triangle that's kind of got some rounded corners and is about half the size of this first triangle.